right?
I don't know.
What, in your opinion, are some ways that we can keep students interested in this country's history?
First off, probably by teaching it. We don't teach history in this country at all. And we don't teach global history. We teach a little bit of, Anglo-American history. We teach who the heroes are. We teach the bullet points. I think to speak on kind of a thread that we've had going in terms of African-American involvement here and just in general, we spend the first 12 years of our school life, particularly in inner-city, low-income communities and school systems, learning nothing about ourselves. And if you're lucky enough to go to college or something, maybe you'll take some cute African-American studies class in college or something. It is an incredibly competitive world. It is hard for people to figure out what they want to do in their life and what they're interested in and where they stand. Are they a global citizen? Have they contributed to this planet? Have they contributed to their country? And you can't know that without knowing where you came from and knowing how to. It is very difficult as a student in school, a student of color, to deal with that dichotomy. You're trying to juxtapose white heroes who had their boot on your neck. That is something to balance, and we can hide from it and only teach one half of it. That is a disservice to everybody that's involved. So once we start teaching the truth and what actually happened and let us just decide how we feel about it, instead of forcing it down people's throat as to who's heroes and who's not, that's not really relevant. What happened, let's learn about it, and that's what made this country what it is. So as somebody who was a product of a pretty crappy school system myself for a portion of my life and really enjoys being in the classroom and was a teacher, there's nothing more important, I think, than education, and particularly for people of color in this country, learning their actual history and the contributions they've made to all of this society, and not just physical labor, because that's not even an eighth of it. And that goes beyond this country, but also Africa and the rest of the world. So I think this is an important stepping stone to get people involved, to see that you can express yourself, you can put yourself at risk, you can expose yourself, you can feel vulnerable, you can feel guilty, you can feel embarrassed, you can feel furious. And you're entitled to all of those things. So hopefully we can contribute to that in some form.